CeeDeeLight here, bringing you another video. Today I wanted to actually change the bulbs in my 2015 Kawasaki Vulcan S. They currently have a halogen headlamp in it and a halogen daytime running bulb, and I want to change those to LEDs. So I'm going to go through the process of taking down the headlight and hopefully changing those bulbs out without any problems. Okay, stay tuned to the video. Hopefully it'll be a quick tutorial. It does not appear to be a complicated task, but we all know sometimes what does not seem complicated turns out to be complicated, depending on the person's skill set. So just tune in and join me. Thank you. Okay, so what I want to do is remove this bolt right here. There are two bolts, one on this side and one on the other side, and I'm going to use a T30 Torx to remove them. As you can see, I removed those bolts that were on the left side and right side of the motorcycle by the headlight. That's a rubber grommet that you see. Mine stayed in, so I'm gonna let them stay in. And so now, what I have to do is lift up the headlight carefully, and they are in some more rubber grommets. I'm gonna see, I'm doing this with one hand, okay? So you basically lift them off those two grommet areas right there. So this is what's on the bike, and this is what you have on the headlight. All right, so I have to put the camera down, and then what I want to do is remove that bulb out of here. That's where the bulb is. This is the main headlight bulb is right here, and above that is the daytime running bulb. So basically I'm going to try to get those out. Once I get the main headlight out here, I want to take off that rubber boot that's around it, and then switch out the bulbs. Switch out the halogen for the LED bulb, and I'm going to wear gloves. Nothing's wrong with my halogen, so I want to make sure I don't get any of my oils on it. So that's why I'm going to most likely put some fresh latex gloves on so I can handle the bulb carefully. Okay, so what I want to do is remove this rubber. I guess it's like the plug, but it's covered with rubber, so it'll be waterproof. So what I want to do is pull it straight out if possible. And it's a little tight. I can't really get my fingers in it that good, so I'm just trying to get my fingers around there and gonna try to pull it out. It connects to the actual halogen bulb. It's no turning is necessary. Maybe I just kind of like wiggle and jiggle it a little bit. See if I can get it out. All right, so I got it off. This is what it looks like. Let's see if y'all can see that. It was kind of tough. So I also want to change out my little daytime running light. So let's see if I can pull this little thing out right here. It too is rubbery, and it's in a tight spot. And if you got big fingers, it could be a challenge. All right, once you kind of get it loose, here you go. Got that out. That was easier than working with trying to get this thing off. And that right there is the actual halogen bulb. Once you get this little 194 daytime running light out, you can hold this in your hands. Okay, this is this 194 bulb, the daytime running light bulb. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of hard. And so I think you just pretty much kind of just wiggle it out. And I'm going to see if I can get the replacement LED bulb, see what happens. Okay, here we have on the right side the LED replacement bulb. Hopefully it will fit. And on the left side is the original 194 bulb. I ordered the LED bulbs from Amazon, and they did say 194 replacement. So we're going to see, we stick this in, and I believe you may have to stick it in a certain way. You know, if I stick it in this way, I'm going to see if it comes on. Hopefully I can turn the key, maybe see something. But if it did not, then I'll flip it around and then see if it will come on. It's either one way or the other, and there's really nothing that says top side, bottom side. So I'm going to put it in, push it firmly, and let's see if I can turn on the ignition and see if it lights up. And it worked. All I did was turn the switch, and it's in the correct way, and it's bright. Everything's lit up on it too. This is the halogen bulb. This is where the 194 daytime running light will go. So what I need to do now is take off this boot. So let's see if I can get that off without any issue. What I'm trying to do is kind of pull under here, get my finger there to see if I can lift it up. And it should, or supposed to, come off relatively easy. Okay, it works better without the gloves being on. All right, here we go. Got to put some effort behind it, but that's what it looks like. It keeps the water out. And there's the bulb, the halogen that I need to take out. Okay, I put my gloves back on. All right, so this halogen bulb has a retainer clip, or this headlight feature has a retainer clip. So what you want to do is push down. You should not have to unscrew anything. You should be able to push down and pull this from under the little hook that's there. Okay, I was able to get it. I could not get it with my fingers. I didn't have enough pressure, but I used one of these little things right here to push down where it was hooked to, and it just popped up. So now we have the retaining ring is loose, and we should be able to get to this halogen bulb. Yes. So it's still good, so I'm not going to throw it away. I'm just going to keep it in case the LEDs don't work like I think they should work. And, you know, in case it went out, you know, I got to have a headlight if I want to ride my motorcycle by the time I order another LED. Okay, it's time to come back to show you. This is halogen. This is what came with the motorcycle. And this is the LED bulb. 3 there, and they're on all the sides. I specifically looked for something that had the LEDs on all sides. There are some that come with them on 3 sides, so you don't have anything at the bottom. And I didn't particularly want that. So hopefully this will work out fine. There were some reviews I read for other light bulbs that said the high beams work, but the low beams didn't work. So hopefully there should be no problem with this. People said this worked fine, but you know, you all may get a dud every now and then. So let's cross our fingers and hope everything works out. LED, halogen. LED should be brighter. All right, I got the new LED bulb in, and there's only one way this bulb can fit in. It's made to fit in one way. You could turn it, rotate it, but it's only going to fit one way. I was able to get the retaining clip back down. It was, I did it with my hand, so I didn't need a tool to actually put it back under there. And so now I'm going to put on the boot, and then I'm going to plug in, once the boot is on, then I have to plug this back in right here into the actual back of the LED bulb. And I'm also going to pop this back in its location at the top here. Okay, I got the boot up there. I put it in place. I had the words here, kind of like a guide, make sure they were pointed down, and I just pushed. I don't think it matters, but it should be firmly in place, no gaps, and it went on pretty easy. So now I'm going to attempt to put the LED back in, basically working in reverse. And what I'm going to do is just mount it back on these mounts here, like a temporary holding spot, really. And I'm going to turn to see if the light comes on. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to crank the motorcycle up to actually get the headlight bulb to turn on. Now I can turn the switch and the daytime running light, the one at the top, will come on. So I'll do that first and then I'll crank it up. But I want you to see how bright it was. I got a bright white bulb. I wanted that bright white look. So let me turn the switch. That light right there is the daytime running light. Let me pick up the GoPro. Hopefully I won't blind y'all. But that alone right there is the daytime running light. You can see at the bottom half, the headlight bulb's not even on yet. That won't come on until I crank the motorcycle. All right, let's crank the motorcycle. That's the headlight bulb in conjunction with the daytime running light. This is high beam. Show you what it looks like when I turn the running light on. That is just a running light and is decently bright compared to the other one. I'm going to crank the motorcycle up so you can see the high and low beam. This is high beam.